Hey guys, how's it going? Can you guys hear me okay? You guys hear me okay? Hey, you guys hear me? Good, good. You guys can tell I'm a rookie. I was I was trapped. I couldn't get into my own live. I was starting to panic. Kind of bugging you for two videos. Like to see you hit clubs that are too long and that you would have to shorten your swing. Wait a minute, I'm confused by that. Hit clubs that are too long and that you would have to shorten your swing. I get the first part, but I don't know about the second part. I don't understand that part. Yeah, John, 9 holes with a full set of hybrids. I think I've got that question before. I would be happy to do that video. I just, I don't know where I'm going to get a full set of hybrids from. That's just the problem. I'm still working on trying to get some connections to where I can do some videos and test some clubs out. So hopefully I can get an opportunity to get more clubs. Happy New Year, Jock. Julian Zamora, ever play any golf drinking games with the boys? Julian, this is probably going to be surprising to you, but I'm 50 years old and I have never had a drink of alcohol in my life. So that's probably going to be surprising. Never smoked a cigarette either or anything else. Beat Rock A5. What up? Howdy, Les. I'm glad you could make it. Snuck away from work for a little bit, huh? Not yet, Gabe. We'll work on that too. Oh, John, I thought you meant like two long shaft lengths. Oh no, take like just play with two clubs or three clubs or something like that. No, we can do a video like that. That's easy. Yeah, Chris, someone else mentioned that video idea, and I've already talked to Tom, and he's all for it. So we're probably going to do it um, one of these times when we do a. There's a couple places where we can hit outdoors with some heated bays, or in a dome. We'll probably do it in conjunction with a video like that. I'm going to write that one down so I don't forget it either. But he's already agreed. So, John, you just wanted me to play with two clubs? Is that essentially it? Play with two clubs? Yeah, yeah, it does, doesn't it? I'm not sure if he switched. I know he switched putters at some point, so I'm not sure which one he's playing with now. while I'm at it, I'm probably going to do a what's in the bag with Paul too, if I can get that done. So John, just let me know 2 clubs or 3 clubs, something like that. We did a video earlier that was a pretty cool video to where if you missed the fairway, you lose a club, or if you missed the green, you lose the club, or you lost the club rather. That was a pretty fun video, and I think the end of the 9, Tom had 1 club or 2 clubs or something like that he had to play with. I think it was 1 club. Thanks again, Les. I appreciate it, buddy. I got you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks for saying hi. Oh, too much club on each shot and force you to swing easier. I get it. Break down my swing. Oh, John Dunbar. Yeah, I get it, Alan. You know, a rap battle with Tom. Yeah, I was just looking at I'm gonna do I'll do a video within the next week or two on like summarizing the 2023 season and plans for 2024 with some of the ideas I'll get from here. And it was funny. I looked at all the matches that Tom and I played in 2023, and we played 11 matches. He won 5, I won 5, and we tied 1. So the next well, that's 2023 season is over. So we'll see who wins in 2024. Bodacious, but I would win the rap battle. I'm certain of that. There'd be no competition. I get it. I get it. And I think Kelly had mentioned at one point playing with, someone mentioned just playing the 9 holes with the 7-iron, and so I need to do some different things like that. I plan on doing one where, maybe I'll take like my 170-yard club, maybe, the longest club in my bag, different things like that. Trouble shot under tree, muddy lights. That's a good one. I think I might have one video on just like a low shot, but not any of the other ones. No, I did a hard pan video too. Out of all of those, the thick rough is the one that is toughest for me. That's a good one. Julian Zamora, that's a good one. 50 to 100-yard chip offs. Are you kidding me, Alan? Oh man, that's great. That's great. That's awesome. Yeah, Alan, you're right. You're right. You know, there's some good ones that I do plan on playing. I did the one at Ravislow, which is one of my favorite courses. I think a cool and video idea in those regards would be like if I just play my five favorite courses in Illinois. Something like that would be cool. Like Ravislow would be one of them. Thunderhawk would be another one. Cantini would be another one. Cantini's pretty pricey, but Happy New Year. Sean, my club head speed is, I've talked about this. I got to get back to the super speed training, but my club head speed is probably right around 90 miles an hour. Alan, that is great. That is great. I can't, yeah, it's hard to believe. I was at a course, two funny experiences. Well, I took the picture that I put in the community post of the two guys that I met this year that wanted to take a picture with me. But there was another course I was at up north, probably about an hour from me. And while I was at that course, three different people like the starter was like, "Oh, I love your videos," and I was on the course, like on the fourth hole, and someone yelled from the opposite fairway, "Hey, Mr. Short Hitter." And then before I left, so it was three people at a course like an hour away. That was kind of a pretty cool experience. John, most of the time, unless I'm working on something specific, my thoughts, my head is pretty clear. I really don't have many swing thoughts unless I'm working on something in my swing. Um, if I start hitting the shots, where I'm not hitting it well, then I'll start thinking about, different things. Most of the time, it revolves around, balance, tempo, that sort of thing. But I'm not I'm my head is pretty clear when I hit a golf shot generally. Chris, if there's anything I could change, I probably and I've I've always tossed back and forth the 3 wood versus a 5 wood. So probably a 4 wood is a club that I need in the bag. I was talking to Tom about this actually too. 4 wood is going to be. I need a 4 wood. I've got the high wood. You guys know I hit all the time, and the high wood is. If I put a 5 wood in the bag, the gap is too close. The high wood, I'll hit that almost as far as I'm going to hit the 5 wood. So probably a 4 wood would be perfect for me. I've got a 3 wood in the bag now, and I hit it when I have, good lies. I'll hit that. Galena, and play the general. I haven't played the general since college. In college, we had our conference championship was always at Eagle Ridge, and I think it might have been one of maybe my senior year is when the general opened. I can't even remember, but we played the general in college in our conference championship. Appreciate that, Jock. Yeah, never thought about that, guys. Hit the like button for me. I appreciate that. I always say, like, comment, subscribe. I mean, you guys being in this live, I'm sure you guys are probably the ones that are subscribed and always do like the videos and comment on them. But, it does really helps the channel. I want the channel to grow this year. Hopefully, um, you know, fingers crossed. It would be incredible to get to 24,000 subscribers in 2024, but my goal is 20,000. But all the likes, the comments, I appreciate that. Even if you just say, "Hey, I like this video," I appreciate it. I'm trying to keep it going, guys, basically. Short hitter get together. Man, you guys are, hey, we may just do that. I think it would I think it would be pretty cool. I'd have to probably bring an extra camera person. You guys would have to let me film you, film all those great golf swings, and it would be cool. Even if it was 12 guys, you know, I do have 1.6% female viewership, so maybe a female. But even if it was 12, 16 guys, it would be cool to have a little uh, short hitter get together. Just one of you guys texting me right now. No, it's not. John, you're probably right, slightly, probably right. The funny thing about golf is when you do it so long, sometimes there's little things like that you don't even think about. Sometimes when you guys give me some of these ideas, it's like it kind of reminds me of some of the things that I do when I swing. Like the video on the chipping. The chipping video was a perfect example of that. Okay. All right, Sean. The short, I like that idea, Bosco. The short hitter slam. Oh yeah, Alan, no doubt Thunderhawk is on the list. No doubt. Thunderhawk is, and you guys know from the live, I always point out my Hawk Head trophy from one of the events at Thunderhawk that I played. I was upset because I think the next year I lost by a shot. I like bogeyed the last hole or something. Or no, I lost in the playoff. Happy New Year, EJ. Yeah, Alan, I'm drinking coffee. I say we've been on 18 minutes. I might be able to hold off to maybe the hour mark. Maybe the hour mark. uh, very funny, EJ. Hey, Kia Optima from royalties from the match. 22 cents. Wow, John. One piece of advice to give a golfer. Well, this isn't gonna sound. If I had to give a golfer, if I could only give one piece of advice, it would be to have fun. That's it. You know, I have to be honest. Have fun. That's number one. That last video, the 6 tips, there was some good ones in that video. I think it's I think it's huge having clubs in the bag that you're comfortable with. I think it's very important to have clubs in the bag that you're comfortable with. Someone in that video actually mentioned something. I can't remember what they said, but about it that made me think about this is I've actually played with golfers who talked about how they couldn't hit a certain club as they were pulling that club out of the bag. Like, just think about that thought process. I hate this 3-wood, or I hate this 6-iron, or whatever it is. I hate the 6-iron, and you're pulling it out of the bag to hit a shot to the green with it. Like, you got, unless you've got 14 clubs in your bag that you don't like, you can't put that club in the bag if you don't like it. You have to do something different. Did I make? Yes, I have a video, maybe two videos at Ravensthorpe this year. I think I played 18 holes at Ravensthorpe, and I put it in 2 separate videos. Now I got to look and see what John Dunbar said. Oh, very good, EJ. Okay, that game, that's a good question. Take up dart instead. I don't know either, John. So it's funny you mentioned Decade Golf, dot game, because Tom and I had a few conversations about Decade Golf, and our thoughts on it has always been like, it's not new. It's new that he put it in the format that he did, but the things that he talks about are kind of like common sense things that, the way Tom and I have, as we talked about it, like we play golf that way our whole lives, looking at dispersion. I remember being a kid, and this is before, rangefinders were legal. I don't even, this is before rangefinders were out in golf, really. And I remember being a kid. It's a 3-hole practice course, probably about 15 minutes away from where I live now, or where I lived then, rather. And I would go out there as a kid, 15, 16 years old, and I would take my 8-iron, and I would hit, it was a practice little course, and I would hit 100 shots to the green, and I would chart off different areas where these balls went to see my dispersion. And that's how I determined, when I went on a golf course as a kid, where I would aim shots at the green, and I would have literally, I might hit a little fade here, and this hole I might hit a little draw. And it was all based on the dispersion that I was hitting shots into the green. So it's that advice, or what he talks about, is nothing new. And it does definitely come in the strategy, and he's right. Like, he says things about, I won't say he's right on everything because I haven't studied the whole thing, but in general, he's right. I mean, you look at the toughest holes. I can think of, Tom and I talked about this one day. I played a tournament at Cog Hill. I can't remember what course it was. It was like the first hole, or the first tournament of the season, whatever tour I was playing on. I ended up actually birdieing the last hole to win this event. And the 17th hole was a par 3. And I can't remember what course it was on Cog Hill, but the 17th hole was a par 3. And the green was sloped. It was a bunker back left and another bunker front right, and the green is sloped this way, which is the hardest shot. Why? Because your dispersion, when you go left, your dispersion is normally long left, and when you go right, it's short right. So both of those bunkers were put into play. And of course, I think I hit him in one of those bunkers, which is why I had to birdie the last hole. So yes, it's all That's a long answer, but the short answer is he's right with decade. Generally, I haven't studied the whole thing to know he's right, but it's a lot of common sense and things that Tom and I have been doing for 30 plus years. The things that we can't do is take advantage of hitting it as far as it's easy for him to say, oh, you got to hit it as far as you can. Well, how far can everyone can't hit it that far? So you have to go with what works for you. Hey, Deb, bring Alan back to Illinois again. Deb, you've got a lot of friends here that want to see Alan back in Illinois. You disrespect you and you sell them. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? Hey, a female viewer. I like it. Good question, Chris. Actually, no, but I do see some of those guys on occasion. I think you saw I did a two-person scramble where Brian and I uh, played in that. They call it the Paul Downey Cup. So we do that every year, and it's a team where we pick players from the alumni versus players from the active team at the school I played at, and we play kind of like a Ryder Cup thing, where it might be, two-person scramble, two-person best ball, alternate shot. We play 36 holes, so I do get to see those guys, see the young guys quite often. Um, Matter of fact, one of them he graduated a couple years ago, and he agreed to be on the channel. Hopefully, we can get him out. He's one of the longish hitters. He was actually in the winning team. Brian and I got second, and he was on the winning team with another player who was a little well. I was probably the oldest one out there, but his partner was in his early 40s, and it's funny, the hole that I got closest to the pin on, where I hit driver, both of those guys hit 5-iron on that hole. So course one at Cog, very well could be. Very well could be. I think I shot 2 over, EJ, so that would make sense because I think that's the easiest. Tiger talked about hitting 150-yard shots with every club. I think I've read something about that recently. I'd have to start with the 7-iron, Bradley. Well, we know from the video I could probably de-loft and hood a 9-iron. They do that tour does play Cog normally at least one tournament every year. It's funny you mentioned that, Chris, because those are good ideas, especially now because I do have about 12 videos already filmed because we're just getting into some really cold weather now. And when you start to get to mid to low 30s, if there's even a little breeze, I can't go out there. Well, I could, but it wouldn't be too pleasurable or entertaining. So I do need to get out and do some videos like that, where I can go out, show a rule, where I can be bundled up and not be out there for 2.5 hours. Course 3, that's a good course. So I don't know who mentioned Hack Motion last time. I don't know if whoever mentioned Hack Motion, I don't know if they're on, but I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag. But I shot the Hack Motion video yesterday and I was editing it today. I just had to kind of put some finishing touches on it. So whoever mentioned that, I probably got it in my notes. But if you're on, thank you for that idea, because I think that's Hack Motion is pretty cool. So I really enjoyed that, and it's something where you can get just instant feedback. You know, a lot of times we think we're doing something in our swing, and it may not necessarily be happening just the way you think. So you always have to kind of exaggerate a move if you make a change, and Hack Motion really points that out. So I appreciate that. And sub 70, those are like ideas that I'm doing when it gets really cold. These are like sub 70. I've been in touch with the guy, the I don't know if it's the owner, but he's looking forward to me coming out. I don't know if you guys, yep, yeah, Jock, sub 70 is just what I was talking about. Probably within the next week or two, I'll go out there. Just was waiting for the weather to really turn cold to where I couldn't get out on the golf course anymore. And I don't know if any of you guys heard of X Golf. You guys heard of X Golf or been to an X Golf? Let me know. But I reached out to X Golf. I saw them somewhere, and I think I'm going to go there and do a review there also. Golfing in the heat, EJ? Well, that's a good one, but I think I should. Maybe I should. Golfing in the leaves. The fall leaves are the hard part. Golfing in the heat, I like it. Really? I never thought about Bettinardi. I don't know if they'll let me come in there, but I'll reach out to him. That game, you know, and that's the thing, guys. If it wasn't for these lives, Hack Motion video, I would have never thought about doing a Hack Motion video. I would have never thought about reaching out to them, and I wouldn't have thought that they would even send me the product. So, you know, that's where I have some of these issues, because, you know, like the clubs, I want to do videos on the clubs, but I just can't afford to go out and buy $600 drivers. But if the company will send me something, I can review the product. X Golf every week during the winter. Great simulators, a great bar. Okay. So Mike, where are you at? Because I don't know. Are X Golfs everywhere? I don't know. Putters and wedges. Game. I think you might have mentioned that in the last live. Like, I've got some video ideas for putters and wedges. I've already kind of got my brain going in that direction. Okay. Right, right, Jock. Game of Irons, Bosco Kid. Where is that at? Michigan, Mike Reed, Michigan. Okay. Wow. Okay. And I know there's quite a few in the Chicagoland area. I think when I went on their website, I saw half a dozen or so. Tour Edge. I think I emailed Tour Edge and I didn't hear anything from them, but doesn't hurt to try again. That was in the summertime. I emailed them. I believe it was Tour Edge. And they're in Batavia. So guys, these are all good ideas because Oakbrook, okay. These are all good ideas because I think you guys are kind of on the same wavelength that I am right now. Is for the next 2 months, I'm probably going to have to do, like I said, I've got a dozen videos ready to go. I've got a snail golf ball review. I have the other Mizuno golf ball. And there was a third golf ball someone else mentioned in the last live, Callaway Chrome Soft XLS, I believe. So I've got those three. I did on course already. I've done the numbers inside, so I just need to put those videos together. So those will be at least 3 golf ball reviews coming out over the next couple months. I've got Tom and I filmed 2 matches. So you guys that like those matches, you'll be happy with those. Those are fun matches. And I won't tell you if we broke the tie or not, the 5-5-1 tie. And got at least 7 golf vlogs filmed besides that. But with all of that being said, I may not be able to get out on the course for, it's possible I don't get on the course for 2 months. So besides those dozen videos, you guys know I do like 3 or 4 videos a week. So I need to get maybe 6-8 videos done inside, which I appreciate you guys that watch the distance illusion video where I was hitting the 7-iron, because I always worry about those videos because those videos generally don't do as well when I'm inside. So I appreciate you guys watching them, and if you can, try to watch the videos even when I'm in the garage if you can. I try to make them entertaining and not make them too long. Okay. Favorite sports in one day. Jock, that's funny. You know what? That may persuade them. I'll tell them that, hey, there's someone that's going to throw his hybrid in the garbage if you don't let me go in there. Shepherd's Crook, White Deer Run, Ruffle Feather, Steeplechase, Bittersweet, Mid Lane. I think that's McRae Memorial, Pine Meadow, Chalet Hills, Prairie Isle would all work. This is why I need to come back. Okay, Shepherd's Crook. I played a match there, a tournament there, a one-day tournament. I was lucky enough that it got rained out after 9 holes, and I had a 1-shot lead, so I ended up winning because I think the guy was going to come back on me. White Deer Run, I played. Remember that course being a challenging course. Ruffle Feathers is always difficult. Played there this year in a tournament, and I don't think I did very well. I don't think I broke 80 out there. Steeplechase, played it. Pine Meadows, loved the course. McRae Memorial, played there once in a CDGA tournament 15 years ago. Bittersweet, Mid Lane, never played those. Chalet Hills, I've got great history at Chalet Hills. I think maybe going back a year or two, I played 3 tournaments there, 3 different tours, and won all 3 tournaments at Chalet Hills. Best golf books, anything by Bob Rotella. Dave Pell's Damage Control. It's a good book. And Harvey Pennick's Little Red Book and some other the other ones. And one thing, Dave Pell's one of his first books where he talks about percentage error index, which is essentially the same thing as dispersion. Like when I was a kid, that book was very, I don't know if I was a kid or maybe I was in my 20s. I can't remember. But that book was very enlightening. Percentage error index. And Dave Pell's talked about like when Tom Kite was winning, because Tom Kite was like one of the first pros who was really great with his wedges. And that's how Tom Kite did so well. And he talked about percentage error index, which is essentially 100-yard shot, your 100-yard shot, a 7% shot, 7 yards from the hole. So from 100 yards, you hit it to 21 feet. And that was real enlightening. And I would go out when I was young and I would go out and find my percentage error index for different shots and try to track it. And essentially, I can't remember what the number, but 5% would be just an incredible shot. And 7% would be probably average. And I've talked about that over like decades, right? If you can keep your shots inside 10% for the most part, you'll do okay in this game. 100-yard shot, 10 yards, 30 feet from the hole, like you could do okay. 150-yard shot, 45 feet from the hole, you will do okay. Bosco Kid, that in a book called How to Break 90. No, I'm just kidding. I could see if I got any favorites back here. I can't remember. There's so many books over here. How about Jack Nicklaus, Golf My Way? Club Fitting Online, probably as a last resort, Gabe. I guess they could go over, what you're playing now, but that would be tough. I'd like to actually see that process and see how they would do an online club fitting. Chris Thorne, Break Down Your Garage Simulator. Another great wintertime video. Yeah, that's. Hey, Larry, I'm on live with all my great Mr. Short Hitter viewers. So I'll have to talk to you later. Guys, you want to say hi to Larry? I'll call you later, all right? All right, bye. Chris, that's a good one, because there are a couple things that I would like to change about it. Probably too lazy to change, but overall I like it. But yeah, that's a good idea. Harborside International Golf Center in Chicago. Yes, I have. I remember this gentleman gave me, when I was younger, gave me the golfing machine. I don't know if you guys, well, a lot of you guys probably heard of the golfing machine. It was a little too much for me, probably. I probably still have it. The golfing machine. You guys remember this book, The Golfing Machine? I think this is like Bryson's Bryson's Bible. It's a little much. It's a little much, I think. Talk about making it complex. Mo Norman has done wonders for you, huh, Alan? Mo Norman is genius. Mo Norman was genius with the golf swing, no doubt about it. And he made it simple. He made it simple. Do you guys see what George Jones just said? I'm out. I'll see you guys later. Did you guys see that comment? Yeah, it is. It is Bryson's Bible. Do you guys see that comment George Jones just said? Are you kidding me, George? You shot 75 today? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. I know what to say. You know, guys, this is one of my problems, okay? Is I talked about getting back my game back, to where, I was gonna set it to be a zero. I think anything under a one, handicap, get a I don't know, shot or two better. So get my handicap under a one. But I enjoy like comments like that much more than I enjoy going out and shooting a 72 or a 70 or 60 or whatever. Like, I would rather see a comment like that from George that he shot 75. Like, man, that's that's what it's about, man. That's wow. That's awesome, George. Congratulations. Congratulations, my man. I've seen comments like that where people said, "Hey, I've never broke 80. I've never broke 90. I watched her break 100." Like, mindset is a lot. Strategy is a lot. Strategy is important, and it's great to watch these videos or watch people say how driving is so important and you got to drive it further, et cetera, et cetera. But everyone can't do that. You can use strategy to break 90, to break 100, to break 80, whatever your goal is. You can use strategy. You don't have to hit the ball 250 yards, 280 yards, 300 yards. You don't have to do it. I was in a group, some golf group online, and the guy like makes this comment and said something like, "I don't know why you guys can't hit it, further. I can breathe on the ball and it goes 250 yards," something like that. And it's just like, some people just don't get it. You know, some people just don't get it. Everyone's not physically able to do that. And what I want to say to a guy like that, like what's important? Is it important that he drives it 320 yards? Is that's what important? Or is, I I kid you not, guys. You're not gonna maybe you will believe this. I think I saw a post somewhere where someone said, "Would you rather be?" It was online somewhere. Said, would you rather hit it 250 yards and be a +1 handicap, or would you rather hit it 300 yards and be a 6 handicap?" Now, to all of you guys, I am 100% certain that you'd rather hit it 250 and be a +1 handicap. The number of people that actually said they would rather hit it 300 yards and be a 6 handicap golfer, I couldn't believe it. I would have never guessed that people would have actually said that they would rather hit it longer and be a worse golfer. I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, I'm all for having fun, but if you can shoot better scores, then why not? Ping history book. Okay. I had to look at that again, Mike, that to see how you spelled Reed. I was seeing if you were the one that won the Masters. No, not Masters. What did Mike Reed win? I can't remember. Radar? Wasn't that Mike Reed? Radar? 70. That's what it's about, Jock. That's what it's about, man. Bosco Kid, George, go for 74 in 2024. Yeah, that is very interesting, Alan. It is very interesting because he talks a lot about this book. I know Mo Norman didn't study this book, but Mo Norman principles could be the same without him even, reading that book, I'm sure. Know your distance, play very well, control today, stayed in front of the hole all day. I love it. I love it. You probably didn't hit a ball out of play. Probably made a couple birdies. If you had any 3 putts, you can't have 3 putts and shoot good rounds, but if you had any 3 putts, you probably had one at the most. It's going, Keith. It is going. It's a challenge, but we're gonna get it done. I'm gonna do an update video on that too. 89, Bruce. Look at that. Because hits at 200, I hit all but one fairway. It works. Very good, Bruce. Bruce has been around a long time. I appreciate it. Golf in the Kingdom. Huckleberry's back. Hello from Canada. Oh yeah, I know, Mike Reed. That's why I was saying. Like, I had to look at how you spelled it differently. Not that the other Mike Reed would be watching, but it would have been a funny joke. Thank you, thank you. DDS by day. DDS by day. Bradley. Robert Trent Jones Trail. Robert Trent Jones Trail. We used to take my sophomore year of college. It's when we used to go there for our spring trip. And I remember one of our golfers like stepped on like these fire ants and like dove in the pond or whatever. Man, 130 views and I haven't even read this thing. Do another workout video. I don't know what that means, Alan. You lost me there. Albert in Naples, Florida. You're rubbing it in, Albert. What was it? Sunny 75 today? I think my old friend and golf coach is around that area. Invites me every year. I haven't even gone yet. Oh, the last one almost killed you. All right, so we got a Tom What's in the Bag. Trouble shots, 50 and 100-yard chip balls. Pretty cool idea, actually, especially for some winter content. Like, well, we're not going to be out there for 2 hours. Could have a little chipping contest between Tom and I, pit shots, Paul. Short hitter slam. I still like that. I still like that idea. You guys all watched the Christmas video? Punch a bigger club, full swing is shorter to enter a green. When to punch a bigger club or shorter, the full swing is shorter to enter a green. You probably gone twice, haven't you, Alan? Yeah, you know, Tom and I, you know, I get why you guys want us to be mic'd up because although I lost my second mic, but he was mic'd up for the last two matches. Because it is pretty cool, you know, some of those conversations that we've had in previous videos that didn't get, you know, you guys didn't get to hear would have been pretty cool. So, you know, now I know he's okay with being mic'd up. It's going to be, there's some good stuff in there because some of these conversations, you know, because you're talking about the way you get your shoulder down. There's a lot of good conversations. You know, Tom's dad, I think, was a PGA pro. Tom was a PGA pro for a long time. And his brother's a PGA pro. Two of his brothers are PGA pros, you know. And his son, you guys saw his son in the video where his son was a Division I player. He just graduated recently. So Tom knows a lot about the golf swing, and it's really good conversations. It's a lot of fun that we have when we get to talk about that. Matter of fact, you know, a lot of this stuff goes full circle because Tom, I think the first competitive round I played against Tom was in a tournament where his brother was the pro at the course. And you guys probably heard me talk about that course before, the Arlington course I filmed where I had a good 9 there and good history and all of that. And that's the tournament I won 3 times. Probably the biggest tournament that I've won. Well, the last time I won it in 21, that was my first time playing a real competitive tournament paired up with Tom in the final round. And the year before, we were paired with another guy, but we didn't get to play together the second day. Got rained out. And I was upset by that because the first day they got rained out, I shot 2 under on the front 9, and I was leading the tournament. But anyway, I forgot the point, so let's move on. If anybody knows what the point I was making, let me know. Oh, but Tom's brother, nicest guy. He doesn't run that course anymore. Now he runs a different course, at a different course, but just nice guy. So I knew his brother because I played in that tournament since 2005. His brother started running that course, I think, in 2011 or 12, which was like the second time I won it. So I knew his brother before I knew Tom. No, Tom was a pro for, well, you know, a PGA professional for, and I don't even know how long. I wish he was on to say that, but a long time, maybe 15, 20 years, I'm guessing. Matter of fact, the course, when you see the next 2 matches Tom and I play, the course we play at is the course where he used to be the pro at. Ellen, I can't even answer that. I mean, the first tournament was I won probably when I was 14 years old at some junior tournament, you know, so it's hard to really say. I just look at like the big ones, and that's, you know, that one I was telling you about. For me, it's a big one. There's like 120 players, 140 players in that tournament. A lot of really good players. I won that 3 times, and then there was another big tournament that. So I kind of look at the big ones, but I'm not sure how to answer that. Yeah, I think some of my bigger achievements are like that tournament. There's one other tournament that was a pretty big tournament that I won, and probably like qualifying for like my state open, you know, which theoretically is a pro tournament, really. You know, qualifying for that. You know, I made 18 pars in my qualifier, shot even par to qualify the year last time I did. That was an 18. Yeah, Tom, but yeah, Jock, Tom, we talk about that a little bit because Tom used to be um, a little bit more, up and out on his right side, like his right foot was up a little bit more in the past, and he thinks it's actually like limited flexibility is actually why he's staying down and through a little bit differently now. It's kind of interesting. Where I'm a little up and out with a little bit of early extension. And when you see the hack motion video, you kind of get that. Um, you know, it's kind of sometimes it's a wonder that I can play decent when I think about some of this stuff that, you know, are concerning in my golf swing, which things that I haven't really worked on, but now that I want to get my game back, I may start working on some of these things to get a more sound move through the ball. No, 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 Alan. No, Alan. you know, these are all things Tom and I talk about. Like, the first thing, what he noticed in our matches, and I wrote it down somewhere. I don't have it now, but what he noticed in our matches is like, yeah, I think the first thing you lose is, like, for me not working on my game, is the ability to travel. Okay, to where I can play courses that I'm familiar with. I can still go on my home course or a couple area courses and play well because I'm familiar with everything. I know where all the trouble is, and it's just more comfortable. But when you haven't been playing, I think the first thing you lose is the ability to travel. Like, I haven't played a lot of tournaments this past year, so if I go play an unfamiliar course, I'll get in a little more trouble. Like, you guys probably seen the match. Like, Tom and I went and played a 9-hole match at Mistwood, and I think I shot 6 over. You know, um, so I think that's the first thing. Once you get your game down and you get more comfortable, you know where to aim, all of that good stuff. Yeah, Bruce, I do. It's just a matter of time. I plan on getting out and playing different courses more often this year. I'm hoping to form a relationship with a amateur golf tour to where I can play in the events and film the events. Some of you guys mentioned in the comments that you, it's tough filming and playing. And Tom even said that, like, in the last match. He's like, it's got to be tough on you to be playing a match or playing a tournament and, having to put the camera down, having to film it and record and all that. And I think it probably does affect my game a little bit. I think the one Tom and I played at COG, I only filmed like the first 6 holes. We were playing Dubs Dread, and or 5, I can't remember how many I filmed, but of course, like, as soon as I put the camera down and stopped filming, I started playing a lot better after that. Yeah, Colin Deep. I'm not sure what that is in response to, so I'm not sure what you mean. Yes, it's a hobby to all of us. Longest course I ever played on was probably the year I played, when I qualified for the Illinois Open, and the tournament was played at the Glen Club, and I can't remember, they had it stretched out pretty well. I mean, I'm imagine it had to be over 7,100 yards, maybe close to 7,200. And that's when it gets challenging. Back then, that was 2018. Back then, I had a Callaway 2 hybrid in my bag, and that 2 hybrid got a workout. I hit that thing like 8 times. There was par fours where I couldn't even reach the green, and they had so many par fours stretched out, 450, 460, 470 yard par fours. They had a par 5 that was 610 yards or something like that. And the gentleman in my group, on a 610-yard par 5, hit driver 6-iron. The second shot was over water. Hit driver 6-iron and hit the green in 2 on a 610-yard par 5. Well, Bruce, as long as it doesn't have, blind holes. If it has blind holes, you have to prepare for it. If it has blind holes and you're not prepared, then you're kind of guessing. But my strategy, my course management is generally the same. Where I get in trouble sometimes is, if you've got a course and you don't recognize like the sometimes you have the width of the greens. Like say for instance, the course that I filmed at recently, one of the greens is, this thing has to be, I don't know how wide it is. It's the widest green I've ever played on, and you go out on certain holes where you're normally aiming, right at the flag or right of the flag or right side of the green. And then you get on a hole like that and it's like, well, right side of the green is you're going to leave yourself an 80-foot putt, or 90-foot putt on that green. So it does throw off your thinking a little bit, but the overall strategy is the same. In the state, that was a state open. I did not have a good tournament. I think that was like 80, 82, 83, something like that, But again, 7,100-yard course. It's too long, and it was a pro tournament, so it was set up. Probably some Corn Ferry Tour player, probably won it, and it was set up tough and long. 7,100 yards is just too long, and it's a hard golf course. I will say this though, there's a lot of like PGA professionals in the state that was in that tournament, and I didn't fit. Like I wasn't at the back of the field. I'll say that much. I probably beat, even what I shot, I probably finished ahead of maybe 25% of the field. 25% of the field, something like that. There was players that, struggled out there. Not yet. Thanks for the reminder though. I'm gonna jot that down. I'm gonna do my first super speed video, the filming part, tomorrow, where I'll get the baseline numbers of starting point and get that going. Put a little star next to that one. We'll do that. We're going to start that tomorrow. Middle of the greens and know your yardages. That's a good idea. It's just some angles that get tricky. As an example, Bradley, like one of the courses that they mentioned earlier, or that someone mentioned earlier, Thunderhawk. Thunderhawk is a course. It's a challenging course. It's a lot of fun. It's like one of my favorite courses. But there's a couple holes out there that they have this high, I don't even think, it's not fescue grass. I can't remember what kind of grass it is, but it's this super high grass. And so you can't tell how far the carry is. And it's like a wide fairway. So you can't really tell if you go to the right side of the fairway, how much of this stuff that you have to carry. If you go left, there's trouble left. So it just kind of throws off your perception sometimes if you're not prepared for course. I hate blind shots. Combined, Jock, combined, I was at or combined, we're talking 18 plus college, 24 years. I have a Voice Caddy T9 watch that I use. Well, I had it right here. Bowhunter CSC, welcome aboard. Welcome to the channel. Appreciate it so much. And I got a question for you. What is so far, if you had to pick your favorite video so far, what is that video? Matter of fact, anyone, if you don't have a question, if anyone can let me know what their favorite video is, if they don't have a question right now. I want to know what your favorite video is, if you can think of it. Or if you can't think of the video, particularly what type of video is your favorite. Because we have, we just hit, if you didn't see the community post, like we just hit 8,000. We're at like 8,028 subscribers now. But you guys on these lives, you guys like decide a lot for the channel. I get comments in the comment section and I try to do any of those videos that I can. But for you to sit in this live, that's commitment. So if there's a video that you have that I can do, I'll do it. And you guys know the Hack Motion. That's why from Alive. The Sub 70, that's from Alive. I'm sure there's some videos that I've done that you guys remember that I got from Alive. Cold weather video, I think was someone mentioned that in Alive. Bowhunter CSC. I have I've got some links in the description, so I'm not really sure like price range, what you're looking for. Some of the videos you see, I use that the Voice Caddy SC300. I use that in some videos when I'm outside, and I use SkyTrack when I'm inside. Voice Caddy also has some monitors that are a little bit less than that. The SC300, I think, is probably around 500 now. They have some other ones. They have a model that's SC200 that would be less than that. I like Voice Caddy because, one of the reasons I like the Voice Caddy is because it's easy for me to just take it out, turn it on. I don't have to connect it to an app, although you can. That's the one I just like to carry around with me. And if I had if I had the opportunity to just test launch monitors, that would be another great video, but it's just not easy to do. Although I've got a video on the watch. I may have a video on I probably will do a video this winter on the SkyTrack and some of the features on that, and the Voice Caddy also. Probably new golf equipment, probably a 4-wood. I've got a 3-wood in my bag now. 5-wood is would be too close to that high wood that I have. So 4-wood, just a little bit easier to hit, a little easier to hit from different lies. Tom went to a 4-wood and for years, but I just haven't found a 4-wood that I really like. But I think that would be the next change. Aqua Girl. Yep, she's great. We're gonna do another. We're gonna do an ad. We're gonna do another video. We're gonna do another ad soon too. The swing speed workout video. Derb, wow. I did not expect that would be anyone's favorite, the swing speed workout video. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Do you mean the video like the week 8 update where I was actually doing the exercises in the basement? I want to know if you're talking about that video or just swing speed in general. Club comparisons. You know, guys, that 4-iron versus 4-hybrid video that I did recently, that thing did way more than I expected. And also the 6-iron video that I did recently, that did better than I would. That did a lot better than I expected. Like the club comparisons do well, but do well. But that did, like, it was off the chart. So I got a lot of new subscribers from that video. I got a funny story for you guys too. On you like to talk through pre-shot decisions. Yeah, I hear that a lot, Bruce, and so I try to do more of that. I used to think that I would just bore you guys to death, but you know, a lot of you guys like hearing it, so I talk more in the videos now. But the ball review for the Mizuno RB566 and the upcoming one for the Max, I had a lot of good good content dialogue in it in both those videos. And I don't know if you could tell the audio was a little different. Well, I did those videos back to back and I did 3 holes. I got to like the 5th hole. I'm embarrassed to say this. I got to the 5th hole and the mic wasn't plugged in all the way. So the audio was all messed up. So I'm like, so there's actual some dialogue of me hitting certain shots in those videos, especially the first one, to where I just had to take it out because the dialogue and the audio was so bad that I almost didn't want to put the video out, but I put it out anyway, and no one said anything about how horrible the audio sounded. I appreciate that, but it wasn't up to standards. But I'm sitting there and I'm looking at it like, do I really want to delete this video? I'm not going to be able to go back out in the cold and film again. So I know you guys like that Mizuno ball, so I wanted to get it out there anyway. So or try and carry left side. The 16th at Thunderhawk. Alan, don't you ever bring up the 16th at Thunderhawk. Guys, Thunderhawk. I need to do this video. Thunderhawk. Thunderhawk is like, I love this golf course. The ending of like the 16th hole is just like diabolical. Okay. That par 5 is just brutal. But so layup 4 to try and carry the left side. So you mean layup after the tee shot, Alan? I'm assuming you mean. But anyway, I hit my tee shot. You know, I try to go down right center from what I remember, right center. And then I'm playing it at the somewhere on the bunkers, at the bunkers on the left. That hole is just, and so now I hit that shot. You know, I lay up, I go by the, not lay up, but I hit over at those bunkers. And now I'm looking at, I don't know, 150, 160 yards. I think the last time I hit like a cut 6-iron because the water's all right, a big bunker on the left side. You can't go short. If you go left, like, I hate that hole. I hate that hole. I think the last time I hit a good shot in there, and Yeah, yeah, but that's a tricky hole. I think I answered your question, Alan. Right side of the fairway, go at the left bunkers, and don't get it to the left bunkers, or you're in more trouble. If you hit in those left bunkers on your approach shot, I've never hit in them, but if I did, I'd probably just lay up from there and hit my fourth shot on with the wedge. Ball test reviews, like the way you show driver, mid, and long irons, as well as putting with the ball. Okay. Derb Scott. Derb Scott, you like the video of me in the basement showing my fat belly working out. Like, you're probably my favorite person. I was so nervous about doing that video. I did not want anyone to see that video. I was like, but people kept saying, "We want to see the workouts. We want to see the workouts." I'm like, ah. So that, and it's titled "My Most Embarrassing Video Ever," because, you know, I always say it, like, if there's something that I can do, I think anyone's going to want to watch, and you guys want to do it, you know, if I can afford to do it, you know, again, you know, some of the ideas are great. Like, I think I got an idea recently of playing with a set of all hybrids, I believe. You know, so ideas like that are great, but it's just, you know, hard to get. Like, who's going to give me a set of hybrids to play with? But I'm still working. I talked about it before. I'm still trying to work with the retailer so that I can demo some of their equipment. So we're working on it. We're working on it. And maybe, I don't know, when we go to sub 70, I'll see. Maybe they take trade-ins, and maybe I can demo some trade-ins. I don't know. But we're working on it. We're working on it. Oh boy. Probably right, EJ. Uh, so Alan was doing the workout with me. Okay, so here's the idea. We're going to do a live. Me, Derb Scott, Alan Martins, all doing the workout for a super speed in the basement. Oh boy. Ball reviews, RB Tour, and Tour X. Okay, so I was lucky enough, Alex, that Brian gave me that from the two-person scramble video. Brian gave me some of the RB566 and RB566 Max. So I tested those balls, and he said he's going to give me some tour balls and the Tour X. He's donating to the channel. He's going to get some tour balls and the Tour X. He's going to get those to me. Now we're at the point, though, to where I don't know when I'm going to be able to get to go out and film with them. So I do have an idea about taking a little road trip, so maybe that might happen. How much time you put in for each video, filming, editing, etc.? That's a great question, Doc. I just recently found something that's going to help me with the editing process a little bit. But for you guys that aren't aware, you're probably going to, how do I put this? Never mind. So let's say the golf ball review. Okay. If I'm doing a golf ball review, generally I'll go out and I'll play 4 holes with the ball, hit some chip shots, pitch shots, so on and so forth. So filming that, let's give it an hour and a half to film it. I'm going to go inside, and what I try to do is, normally the Pro V1 is always the ball that we tested against. So what I try to do to save myself some time in the long run is I'll go because I have to hit them all at the same time. It doesn't help to hit the Pro V1 one day and the RB566 another day. That's not going to give us accurate data. So I try to bunch it together to where, say I go in today and I'll hit the 50-yard shot with the Pro V1, the RB566, the RB566 Max, the super fast. So I try to, then I alternate shots so that I can get a bunch of data all at one time. And then I may hit the 7-irons, and then I may hit the hybrids or the driver another day, because I don't want to get it to where I'm hitting 120 shots, because now you're going to now the data is not accurate because I'm fatigued by that time. So let's say let's say an hour and a half. Okay. So an hour and a half on course, hour and a half to get the data. So now you're at 3 hours. The video is probably going to be edited another 5 hours. Another 5 hours. So to do a ball review video, because of the data, that adds a little bit to it. So if that's a 10-minute video, that's going to be a good 8 to 9 hours total, filming and editing, getting the data and all of that. One of the video, let's say a video that I filmed with Tom, like a match, say we play a 9-hole match, and that video turns out to be 15 minutes long. Between filming it, we're talking 2.5 hours. Editing that's going to be another 8 hours. So 10 hours. So I'm already, so sometimes people talk about going full time. Obviously, I'm already full time. I looked at it. I did a total of 235 videos in 2023. Okay. So just imagine those videos, probably between everything, take an average of 8 to 10 hours. So that's 40 hours a week. I gave you the long answer to that, I think, but there we go. EJ, I like that idea. Alternate shot. That makes it funny. So I like that idea. I like that idea. And if we do that, I'm going to do a poll to see people can place their bets for no money. Maybe I'll give some clean green golf balls, but place a bet to see who they want to bet on, me and Aquawoman versus Tom and EJ. The second hole, you try to carry the water, hit left. Second hole. See, I can't remember the tees. I can't remember what the tees are. From what I remember, Alan, the last time I played there, I go left side. It's more of a carry if you go to the right. And then I hate that you're talking the second hole. Then the third hole, I hate that par 3 again, because it's a blind shot. Sounds good, Bo Hunter. Yeah, look into that. And I've got links in all the videos, so it's probably somewhere near the top. Click that link; it'll take you somewhere, either to Amazon or to playbetter.com, one or the other, and you can check out those products. And I appreciate all you guys that are buying from anything from the links. I put links in all those videos. I just saw that, Bradley. Grays Lake par 3 9-hole golf course that I worked at. Best par 3 course on me. All right, Alan. Sounds good. I may take you up on that. Don't renege on that. And you got to tell me the name of the course, though. Is it Stone something? So, Adam, let me know the name of that golf course. I'll see if I can play that 9-hole course, par 3 9-hole course, Grays Lake. There's another 9-hole course. I used to play a lot of tournaments of that, believe it or not, in Skokie called Weber Park. And then another par 3 course, Ziegfeld Troy. They have tournaments with some of the, believe it or not, the best players in the state of Illinois. A few of the best players in the state of Illinois. One guy that I played with that won it, won the Illinois Open or Illinois Amateur. Last time I played in it, I got a hole in one. Where's that hole in one plaque at? That's not that one. That's a different one. Good evening, everyone. Enjoyed the chat. Good golfing in 2024. Thank you. Thank you. V. Allen 3. Thank you. Keep watching. Yeah, Jock, 8 to 10 hours. And I just found an app, not an app, but I just found some software that's going to help me and probably knock like an hour off of some of the videos. But Jock, I would say this. You know, when I do the videos, I probably could cut the time down a couple hours. But you know, I go through the video and I watch the video and I just try to look at anything in that video that would probably bore you guys to death. Or, you know, sometimes I want to add things. You know, I hope you guys like some of the like little things that I add to the video. Sometimes I add a little video clip or I add a little picture or different things that I think make it more entertaining, and I hope you guys enjoy that. But I just know I wouldn't want to sit there and watch something that's just boring. So I don't want to bore you guys. And if it takes me an extra 2 hours to try to keep you entertained, then I'm going to do that. Hey, Bruce, I appreciate it, man. You've been around a long time. Keep up the good work. Again, congratulations on your 89. I think you're in Wisconsin. I can't remember that. But if you're in Wisconsin, give me a reminder of that. And maybe let me know a course close to the border that won't charge me an arm and a leg and may let me film. What? Grays Lake Golf Course. Wow. So, Alan, are they like nice? Do you think they would let me come? You know, do you think they would let me come in with a camera and film that little tournament I play in? That would be awesome. You know, and just so you know, and so you guys know, like I filmed a few tournaments. I want to film some more, and eventually I want to get someone to help me with the camera. But I'm able to do that without like adding any time to the round. So that kind of hurts the camera angle sometimes, because like when it's my turn, like a person hits before me, I walk back, I put the camera down on the tripod, I hit record, and I go up and I hit my shot. So the camera angles aren't the best when I do that, but I'm able to do it without slowing anyone up. I spend a little more time when I'm filming myself or with Tom. But a tournament, you have to worry about, really worry about irritating someone. Grays Lake Golf Course, though. I'll look that course up, Alan. So the little course I used to play in Skokie Weber Park, it was pretty cool. They would have two-person scrambles, and they had a parent-child. They had all kinds of little events. They had regular scored events also. Broke 100. There you go. I hope at least one of my tips helped you do that, Albert. One tip. Thanks, Jack. Thanks. I appreciate it, man. It's all time, but I've been working on some different things, and I think it's gonna get more and more entertaining. I pay attention to the little things. Wow, that would be cool. Par 3 course with lights. So Alan, I'm telling you, man, I am 100%. I wrote that down. I'm the star of that one too. 100%. I am going to look into those par three tournaments. I don't know how they pair them up, but that might be something cool where maybe Tom might want to go with me and play in one of those, and then he might be able to help me with filming. But anyway, I'm going to look at that course. Wow, you learned Under the Lights par 3, Tom Bradley. I have never played or seen a par 3 course under the lights. Like, no, the one thing I didn't do with my putter is when I went back to left hand low, I never actually tried the new putter again. I never went back to that. Um, so one of those putters I'll be putting with. If I putt with the one I've been putting with, I'll probably cut it down, but most likely it'll be one of those two putters. Unless when I go visit Bettinardi, like the dot game said, they say, hey, Mr. Short Hitter will give you this putter. I know a lot of people play with those Bettinardi putters. I know I played with a guy a few times who used to work there. I played a tournament with Sam Bettinardi, who is the son of the owner, I believe. And yeah. No, Bradley, I really don't. I really don't. Well, I hope you're right, Jock. I know they make good putters. Brian, who was in the two-person scramble, he may putt with the Bettinardi putter. I know he's had a few of them in the past. Not a big tinkerer. I used to be, or I never was a tinkerer in my clubs, but as a gentleman I used to play with, now we're going back 15, 20 years, but he did a lot with different clubs. And if we went out and played and he saw I was hitting my 8-iron a little bit offline, he would take it back to a shop and he would measure it and all of that. And he would bend it if he thought it needed bending. So, but he moved to Southern Illinois. Probably a little warmer where he's at right now than here. Okay. Well, it's a 9-hole par three, so it's probably not a huge amount of people on it, but that's fine. That's fine. Odyssey AI, I haven't looked into those yet. Prizes like free rounds, etc. Okay, it might be fun. It would probably be fun just to play in something like that. Because I used to play in the one in Skokie, and we always had a good time. Sometimes it's better to just, I don't know. I like fun events. I like the fun events too. Yeah, AI putter. It sounds like it would be. No, no, it's not bad at all. What are those on like Saturdays out? Saturdays, Alan? Those on Saturdays, Alan? Let's swim back up the chat. Par five, 703 yards. Why would we have a par five with 703 yards? Why do they have that? Seven hundred three yards. I bet they can. If I'm playing from that tee, I can't get on in three. 703 yards. Gee whiz. Be happy to get on in four. It's a bogey hole. Bogey hole for me. Fluffy rugs for nice fairways. Oh boy. That is a perfect way to say it, Alan. You know, we don't like a lot of negativity here. All right, guys. So recap. We got a Tom. What's in the bag? From Tom, I'll probably do one from Paul too. We've got video from John Dunbar to where we take. It looks like he wants me to take extra club and swing easy. That's what it looks like. Trouble shots, hard pan, thick rough, muddy lies, soggy lies. We've got Julian Zamora, 50 to 100 yard chip offs, hole in one attempts. Bosco Kid, short hitter slam, you like that. Chris Zorn, rules videos, perfect idea for the winter. Tour Edge, we'll reach out to Tour Edge for sure. EJ, golfing in the heat, the dot game. Check out Bednardi, Bosco Kid, game of irons in Oakbrook. And dot game also said videos on putters and wedges. Chris Zorn, my garage simulator, equipment, what you would change. Again, another perfect video. The garage simulator, perfect video for the winter. Bruce Hanna, when to hit a punch or a bigger shot or a shorter shot into the green. Another good video. Alexis, super speed. Start filming that tomorrow. EJ, alternate shot. MSH, Aqua Woman, the two superheroes versus EJ and Tom. I like that. Alternate shot. Alan Martin's par 3 hole, par 3 tournament in Grays Lake. I like that. If they let me film, I will be playing a par 3 tournament in Grays Lake. Pro shop is a good thing. Oh, worst ball. Alan, I had it written down in the other one, Alan. Worst ball. I'll write it down again. Worst ball. Was that being Tom or being Aqua Woman? Oh, playing muddy ball during a round. Okay. Indoor putting practice setup. Very good. Go the back of the green. Go to the back of the green bed. Go to the back of the green bed. Back of the green bed. I did a club up video that was a pretty good one, Bradley. Um, I think a cool video, kind of the same premise, maybe Bradley, is and I'm not sure how to work it out yet, but I think a cool video would be some kind of way to where maybe it's a point, maybe you lose a stroke or whatever, to where you have to hit your approach shot past the flag. So let's say if Tom and I are playing a match, we got to hit our approach shot. You know, you add a stroke if it's short of the flag, something like that. How to play mud ball. Yeah, I did that. I mentioned it in one of the videos, but that's a good one. Yeah. Okay, Bradley, that's a good one. Yardage to back. I remember the worst mud ball that I got that I was, I keep going back to this same tournament, but like the first year I won that Arlington tournament, 05, I hit a ball in the fairway on, luckily I had a lead. I hit a ball in the fairway on I think it was the 13th hole, and it was the worst mud ball I ever got. And I hit the shot, and I played for the mud, but it was just, this thing just went in the air and just said, oh. Could move the ball back a club length if it's short of the flag. Yeah. Or could have to go off the green. The shorter the flag, you have to move it back off the green. Off the green, then the dot game. You gotta chip off the green. I like that. A good I forgot where I even heard this from, but a good way to practice is a game of miss them all, where you have to miss all the greens. Now, you know, you have to miss all the greens and see what you can score. I'm thinking about that one, Alan. Yeah, I think I saw a video. Somebody mentioned that in a video. I think someone mentioned that in the video before. Um, I don't know. Yeah. I'm sure you're right. I just that I yeah, never thought about that. I'll keep that in mind though if I ever hit that shot, Alan. No, well, Zach Johnson, that was a practice swing that Zach Johnson made when that happened. Sand divots, okay. So Alexis, what you're talking about there is a good one. Um, that could be like a video to where I go over, three, it could be like the other one with three trouble lies, three or five bad spots that the way to hit, how to hit these 5 shots, something like that. And I got worse ball down there too. All right, guys. So do we have any more video ideas, especially for the winter? I've got a few here, but the rules thing, I really like the rules video too, because that's something, again, if I can't go out and play, which I think I may have possibly Monday, maybe a day to play. Um, but I got some good ideas here for some winter videos. And I like the short hitter slam. Okay, Alan. Yeah, Alan, I'm sure you're right. It's just a rule that I never thought about. Never thought about, never read it, never come up. Hmm. That's a good one though. Well, good unless you're the one that hit the shot, I guess. Yeah, that's not going to happen to any of us. Nobody, no Mr. Short Hitter viewers, no one. It's going to happen to. Oh man. I think I remember somebody hit a shot, and I tried not to ever laugh, but then someone I was playing with, they hit a shot, and then they gave me this look that just like I couldn't I couldn't, just the way they looked at me, I couldn't help but laugh. I'm like, why did you have to look at me like that? Yeah, I did, Derb. I think what Alexis is talking about is sand divots, like in the fairway. If you land the ball in a divot in the fairway. Oh, Albert, I didn't see that. The worst course you ever played. You guys are never going to get me to say about a worst course. I thought I saw someone might have asked me my favorite course earlier. Someone might have asked the best course earlier. Or maybe that's what I was looking at and it said the worst course and I didn't recognize it. Maybe that's what it was, the worst course. Nope, I'm never doing that to a golf course. I'm not going to do it. So I think someone did ask me the best course. I don't know. Or I don't know. I played a TPC Valley course in Florida. Well, the stadium course we played to in college. When I was in college, we made nationals 3 out of the 4 years I was there. And the 1 year we played the Valley course at the TPC. The tournament was there. We played the stadium course just kind of like as a fun round while we were there. We got to play the stadium course for $50. I think at that time it was like $150, but we got to play it for $50. Couldn't even guess what it is now. 500, 600, 700. Just say it was a practice week. Practice on a simulator, like it, like it. Yeah, that'll probably be, I'll make that video on my 5 favorite courses in Illinois. I'll make something like that, or maybe, like I said, hopefully play them, the short hitter slam. Um, but it'll probably be one of those because I haven't played many courses outside of Illinois. I played, they said it's this Valley course, but that was so long ago. The stadium course, that was so long ago that I almost don't remember the courses. So it would probably be somewhere like a Thunderhawk or a Ravislow or a Cantini. Um, it'll be courses kind of like that. Um, one of the country clubs are nice. Flossmoor. It was a couple other country clubs I can't remember were nice. Hopefully, I can play. My buddy John is a member of a really nice club. If I can play with him, I've never gone to the merchandise show. Bridgestone E6 video, Albert. Yeah, that would suck, wouldn't it? When the winds get to blowing, that makes the game a lot more challenging. All right, guys. So I've been mixing the content up a lot. Are there any content? Realizing I've got 3 golf ball reviews that will be released over the next couple months, unless I get some kind of break in the weather. That's going to be all the ball reviews. I think a lot of people probably want more club reviews, and I think if I can make that happen, that's going to really help the channel. But outside of that, any content that you've been seeing that you want to see more of, I try to be creative. I try to give you different types of things. Is there something that you're looking for that or looking for more of or less of or less of me? I don't even want to say it. More Aqua Woman, less Mr. Short Hitter. So I'm going to get Tom out. We'll get him to a, you know, if we don't get outside, we'll go to like one of the heated stalls. There's a couple areas. There's actually one that I want to do a review of. Another dome I want to do a review of this winter. We got Sub 70 we're going to do a review of. But in any event, one of these places I want to get Tom to where we can do the what's in the bag while we're there. Maybe have some kind of competition in the on the simulator. Alan, I have done a review of all three Z-Star balls, the Z-Star, Z-Star XV, Z-Star Diamond, and the Q-Star Tour, the Q-Star, the Marathon, and the Soft Field. So I've done a review of every Srixon golf ball. Actually, the review I did of the Z-Star, I compared all three. Z-Star, Z-Star Diamond, Z-Star XV. And I like that video because it was amazing, because I try not to like have any preconceived notion of the golf ball. So I try to do the test before I like read what they say or anything. And I did the test, indoor simulator, and after that, I looked at what Srixon said about the balls, and it actually matched up exactly with the differences of those three golf balls. I can't remember which was which, but you know, one of them was supposed to spin less with the driver, and it did, than the other one, and it just all worked out exactly as they said it would. GPS videos, that's a good one. You know, I've got a few devices that I may be able to do it. That's the one I haven't done. And Derb, I don't even know where they sell that ball at anymore. I might be able to get that ball in, I don't know if it's Walmart. I don't know. Where do you see that golf ball at? I remember that ball, but I don't see it really anywhere. Amazon. Okay. Amazon's easy. We can get that. Q-Star Tour, yep. I played that ball before I switched to the Z-Star. It is a good golf ball. Okay, guys, before we sign off, do we have any other last minute ideas or anything that you looking to get out of the channel that you haven't? 9 holes with only hickory golf clubs. Like when I started back in the day. Not quite that old, Alan. Okay. Okay. um Yeah, if I could get some hickory clubs, I would do that video, but I don't think I'll be able to get my hands on those. All right, guys, anything else? Well, I really appreciate it. The one video I do have that I have in the works too. I mean, I've got a lot of videos in the works. There's a ton of videos I have, including some of the things that you guys said here. I do plan on doing a slow play video. It's a good topic, and 3 clubs to work on different shot types. Okay. Nope, you got it right at the deadline, Mr. Yorkshire Farms. 3 clubs, different shot type. All right, we've got a few people signing in, I think, but is anyone make sure if you haven't, make sure to hit the like button for me, guys. Derb Scott, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Alexis, I really appreciate it. You guys are great. And, I see those names in the comments a lot. And I appreciate it. Remember, please remember, I say like, comment, subscribe, like all the videos. It really helps the algorithm, really helps the channel grow. So if you like the video, if you comment on the video, even if it's just to tell me that you like the video, all those things help. All those things help. And I really hope that everyone on this live right now is subscribed. I hope so. I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are. But if you're not, please subscribe if you want more of the content. I mean, you guys make me, you come up with these ideas and, and I use them. But glider flag. I mean, you guys make me, sometimes I think like, as long as I put my all into the video and I try to make the video as entertaining as I can, and I get these comments sometimes in the videos. I think it's like, even if it's a subject like that you're not really that interested in, like you're entertained by the video still, so you watch it anyway. You may not even care about the Mizuno RB566 golf ball, but you watch it anyway because you're entertained by it. Maybe you don't care about the distance difference between the 6-iron if doing all those crazy things that people do to try to hit it further, or 7-iron. But you're entertained by it, so you watch it anyway. And so in a way, I'm saying I'm probably speaking to the choir here, because you guys that are on this live, you're on this live because you really support me and you support what I'm doing. So I'm kind of preaching. I'm speaking to the choir here that are already. Bradley has a lot that's going to keep you cracking up. There's no doubt about it. Bradley has been like cracking me up for many, many months. Bradley, I don't even know what the first video you commented on, but probably the first one had me laughing back in April or whenever you started watching the channel. I know it was, man, you had to be around before I had 1,000 subscribers, I bet. David, I appreciate that, David. I see your name a lot. I know you can't watch the videos as soon as they come out. Everyone, I have this vision of people that are like, okay, I'm watching. I can watch on Saturdays or or when I get home from work or whatever. But you're watching them. I hope you keep up, because I've still been releasing. Again, if you weren't on, 235 videos in 2023. 235 videos. So some of you got some catching up to do. And I thank you, Bradley. Thank you. I try to keep entertained. And I might have said this at the last live, I take the criticism and I try to learn from it. Like, I remember the first time I did a clean green ad, and you guys are all great, so you never said anything. But there was one person that made this like negative remark about doing a sponsored ad, this and that, and you understand, like, I have to do sponsored ads, especially I'm only going to do it if it's a product that I believe in. Okay. At Clean Green, they're nice people. It's a nice product, recyclable, you know. So anyway, um, so I'm not going to endorse like some crap and try to tell you guys it's great. Okay. But anyway, this guy had a negative thing about doing the sponsored ad. And I was like, you know, it kind of took me back because I'm like, I just did a 20-second ad in a 15-minute video. And, but then I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? I want to make the ad as entertaining or more entertaining than the video. So I've done about 8 different Clean Green ads, and each one I tried to make entertaining. So it's not like, oh, he's just doing a sponsored ad. Like it's still something that's entertaining to you and getting the point across. So there's that ramble. But the point I think I was making is I try to keep you entertained no matter what I'm doing. Maybe except the lives, but the point of the lives is to get your ideas for content. No doubt about it. And I have to always take that with a grain of salt, Derp, because what happens is you guys are so great. Like every once in a while, you get a person that is just vile. Like it's bad. And it always seems like after that person makes that comment, someone else, one of you guys, make a comment and say, you know, something, you know, that they got out of the video, or someone like that said, person earlier, George, that said he broke 80 for the first time, or the value that they're getting out of a certain video. So it's always somebody like that, like you guys, that are bringing me back from this horrible person that made this horrible comment because they're a troll and they're trying to hurt my feelings. And it's always somebody like you that then picks me up and says something great, because there's more of you than there is of that guy, especially on the channel, because this isn't a channel that's going to breed that type of negativity. We're not going to deal with it. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it. Thank you, Brandon. Very good, David. Very good. And I've got some more. I've got some more of those comparison videos. I think those are really valuable. I think they're really valuable. Hybrid versus high wood, you know, iron versus, like, those are valuable, good videos. And I think that's insight that, you know, when you're making a decision about what club you might want to play, you know, having numbers like that really helps. Jock, you're right. Probably is. Probably logged into the channel after that. That's right. That's right, Chris. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it, buddy. I appreciate it. Blue Ultra 2. There's a new name. I never saw that name before. Must be new. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, one. Alexis, and here's what I say, okay? I do a video, and that video may do, whatever. Let's say it's got 100, say 100 people like the video. Okay. There's always going to be one. There's always going to be one, I do have some videos if it's like 50 likes and 0 dislikes, but most of it is going to be like 100 likes, 1 dislike. I really sometimes I think it's the same person
that's going and disliking every video, because I kid you not, I can look at my last 20 videos and each one is probably, one dislike. I think it's the same person. Reading greens. Okay. Okay, guys. So anything else? I'm going to head out because I am going to finish editing the Hack Motion video before I get some sleep. My doggy's looking for me. That's right. That's right, Derb. I like the way you think. I like the way you think. And I probably shared this with some of you before, but on the channel, there's something you can do. If someone is, really bad over and over and over again, and they're just bringing nothing but negative energy, you can block them. I can block them, and they don't know they're blocked. I can't see their comments. You guys can't see their comments, and they don't even know they're blocked. So it's like there are people out there that are commenting on my videos, probably the same person that's giving a dislike, are commenting on my videos, and they have no idea that we don't see what they're saying. And it gets to that point. When it gets to that point, it's like someone who they have nothing positive to say, is just negative, negative, negative all the time. And if they attack one of you guys, and I've had that to where I've had someone that actually said something negative towards another viewer. If they say something negative towards one of you guys, they're gone. They're gone, because you don't come to the channel to get that type of energy. Now, luckily, I got 8,000 subscribers, and you guys know that I won't say try. I respond to every comment. Luckily, I can still do that, and hopefully, at some point I won't be able to, but I can still reply to every comment now. So I see those comments when someone does that. Right, exactly. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Alexis. All right, Alexis, peace. I appreciate it. I'm out too, Alan. Everybody, thank you very much. Make sure you liked if you didn't like. Before you head out, thanks for coming on live. I've got a lot of extra ideas, and I'll see you guys, many of you, in 2 weeks. I'll try to do another live in a couple weeks. And if you enjoy it, like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, Mr. Short Hitter, out.